Gentlemen, everybody in here, big crowd we got tonight. Hi, Sue. All right. Welcome to the meeting of February 24th, 2025. Excuse me, I just got to grab another water. Please stand for the prayer and pledge for Councilmember Tim Myers.
Lord Jesus Christ, thank you for allowing us to be here together. Help us to have a humble spirit in our service to our residents. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your hope. Thank you for your love. Protect our public safety, folks that cast an umbrella of safety over us every single day. Protect all of our city workers and our residents. Help us always to remember that they are first in our mind. In your name we pray, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mr. Myers. All right. Madam, do we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Myers.
Here.
Councilmember Davidson.
Here.
Councilmember Brill.
Here.
Councilmember Bessel. Here. Councilmember Paulus.
Here.
Councilmember Pennington.
Here.
Councilmember Kraft.
Here.
Thank you. Are there any agenda modifications tonight? Hearing none, we'll let it stand as read. All right, is there an executive session request?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, to consider the appointment of a public official. Thank you.
All right, roll call vote, please. Oh, I thought we need a motion in a second.
Move for executive session. Second.
I was proud of myself for the first part. Roll call.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it.
No.
Councilmember Myers.
Yes.
Councilmember Davidson.
Yes.
Councilmember Brill.
Yes.
Councilmember Bessel.
Yes.
Councilmember Paulus.
Yes.
Councilmember Pennington.
Yes.
Councilmember Kraft.
Yes.
All right. There are no special presentations. We'll move to citizen comments. All right. Council reports. Councilmember Brill.
Just want to thank all the citizens out there that volunteered and came out for the interviews for our commissions and boards. We had a great turnout, a lot of great people interested in serving and helping in our community. So thank you for that.
On around.
Yes, sir.
I do. Public Works will be accepting applications for the city's second year for the residential tree program soon. And the details are found in the Fairfield flyer and on the website. And they had a really nice article in this recent book that comes out quarterly. And it's got a really nice page of how to do that. So we're trying to get the word out, and there's guidelines on and also the website. So it kind of got started last year, kind of a little late, but this year we got a full year, and it's a great program. And details are on the website and in this nice brochure. Thank you.
No report.
Of course, I have something.
Of course.
Just wanted to report that for the Best of Butler County in 2025, some of our parks were nominated in 6 different categories. Best Playground, Harbin Park. Best Wedding Venue, Elijah Morgan Mansion. Best Art Gallery, Fairfield Community Arts Center. Best Concert Venue, Village Green Park. Best Park, Harbin Park. Best Walking Path, Harbin Park. You can go online and vote daily through March 14th, and hopefully we will win. And then I have more information that our crews have been pruning trees along trails in several of our parks. They're painting the insides of the restrooms and replacing trash cans as needed throughout the parks. And Fairfield has cleared our paved trails of snow throughout the winter when most of our neighboring parks don't. So you can still get out in the winter and walk if you want to.
The only thing I was going to say, and he just walked out, so there was a young man attending the city manager briefing earlier. He's a member of the youth commission. He might be standing out there in the hallway. He's waiting for a ride, I think. And I told him that meeting would be a lot more fun than this one here. So I think he was planning something. But anyway, he's a part of the finance committee, I think. So of the Youth Commission, and he's going to be presenting tonight's presentation in a presentation to the Youth Commission in April. So thank you for all your department heads out there for supporting that program. And he was adamant taking a whole lot of notes. So it'll be interesting to see how interesting it is when he presents it. So he's probably must have walked out the door right when I was going to do it. All right.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, just add on to Leslie's thing for the best of the best. The best attorneys are on there. Davidson Law Offices is on there, so
Is that
Any votes for
right?
that?
Congratulations.
appreciate it.
Well done.
You must have stacked the deck on that voting. Wow.
I voted for myself.
Mr. Mayor, while we're continuing the plugs tonight, just wanted to say thanks to Mr. Timmer and his department heads for an excellent presentation for the capital improvement plan. I think everybody did a phenomenal job, and a lot of resounding confidence coming from the meeting tonight about really the path forward from 25 to 2029. So thank you all for your preparedness and your professionalism. We really appreciate it.
And to mention that, to the people out there that are watching online, and there are some out there because we get comments from them, but you'll see us up here vote, the members of council on a regular basis, spending your tax dollars. And you would think, man, you guys go through it so fast. It's just amazing. You can spend and not investigate or not look into. But tonight's program before this meeting was what we call the capital improvement program. And I'm speaking now, of course, out to the TV land guys, because you know what we're doing. But that was we went over tonight 5 years of proposed expenditures for the city. And each department has a chance to, basically propose what they would like to budget for the next 5 years. So that starts the program, and then internally they beat it up more. Then it goes to the council committee chair, and there's a lot of discussion. I just want people out there to know there's a lot of discussion before we just rubber stamp and pass these ordinances, spending this money. So, thank you. Good job, Mr. Timmer and finance team. All right. We have the regular meeting of the minutes of February 10th. Any additions or deletions, we'll let them stand as stated. All right. Moving on to old business. Councilmember Kraft.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have an ordinance amending ordinance number 166-84, the codified ordinances of Fairfield, Ohio, section 1130.01B2, the city of Fairfield, Ohio zoning map. Make a motion to amend per planning commission recommendation.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, sir. That's all I have.
All right. Public Utilities, Councilmember Davidson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. To have an ordinance to authorize the city manager to execute a real estate exchange agreement with the city of Hamilton, Ohio. This is the third reading, so this time I move to adopt.
Motion and second for adoption. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And comments from the audience? I did forget to do that.
There's not an audience, so I assume we should have to do
Yeah.
that, but if the other council members wish to.
Did we have council member comments? We've already beat this one up pretty good. All right.
This is an unbelievable opportunity.
It is. It
It
is.
Scott and I had a conversation. I call this a generational, multi-generational opportunity that you will not get again. So we've got to do it right. And, this is good stuff.
That's a good one. And thanks for the city of Hamilton for partnering with us and making it good for both of us. So, we meet on a regular basis with their leadership, and that's what it takes to be a good neighbor. So,
Great work on that, Adam and Scott, and everybody else that was involved.
all righty. Let's see, we adopted
Steve
that, didn't we?
also.
Steve, too, yeah. We did adopt it, right? Okay. All right, now to new business.
I'd like to make a motion to read all new business by title only, please.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Development Services, Mr. Timmer.
We have one ordinance tonight for Development Services. The ordinance is to authorize the city manager to execute a development agreement with the following parties: Fairfield City School Board of Education, Cincinnati Holding Company LLC, and Hillwood. This agreement and the collective payments it authorizes and the planned termination of the prior TIF agreement will satisfy all school payment requirements on this site. Thank you.
All right, Councilmember Kraft.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have an ordinance to authorize the city manager to execute a development agreement with the Fairfield City School District Board of Education, Cincinnati Holding Company LLC, and the Hillwood Development Entity relative to the redevelopment of the former Forest Fair Mall property on Cincinnati Mills Drive and declaring an emergency. This legislation will stand as the first reading.
Just a question, we're declaring an emergency, but we're not suspending rules or moving on. Is there a reason why we aren't just declaring an emergency?
I can go ahead and, so the intent of this legislation is to tie it to the passing of the rezoning that was item 1A in old business. And so that will be effective when we adopt it at the next meeting. We just had second reading, and we want to make this effective so that it can be executed prior to the effective date of the rezoning. That makes sense?
Okay, so we could,
We
put
will
on emergency
likely ask
legislation
to
at the next meeting,
suspend the third reading
right there
at the
you go.
next meeting. There's
There's a
no
bit
need
of
to
a
do that
timing.
at this point.
Yep,
But
sure.
the emergency clause is designed to make it effective prior to the actual rezoning effective date.
I figured there was something, but I just haven't figured that out. All righty. Public safety, Mr. Timmer.
No update, thank you.
All right.
I got a simple motion. Motion to not request a hearing regarding a liquor permit application in the name of Wawa Midwest LLC doing business as Wawa number 7208 and 7075 Dixie Highway, Fairfield.
All right. We have a simple motion. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Public utilities, Mr. Timmer.
We have one ordinance tonight for public utilities. The ordinance is to authorize the city manager to enter into an electric aggregation agreement. It is recommended that city council authorize the city manager to enter into the electric aggregation agreement with an electric supplier as recommended by Energy Alliances, provided that the accepted aggregation rate is at or below 9.5 cents per kilowatt hour at the time of execution for a period not to exceed 13 months. This rate is for electric generation only, and the agreement can be executed anytime between February 25th and May 30th of this year. Thank you.
Just writing a little note there on the side. All right. Councilmember Davidson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have an ordinance to authorize the city manager to enter into an electric aggregation agreement with an electric supplier as recommended by Energy Alliances Incorporated, provided that the acceptance aggregation rate is at or below 0.095 kilowatts at the time of execution for a period not to exceed 13 months and declaring an emergency. I move to suspend the second, third readings.
Second.
Motion and second for rule suspension. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Move to adopt.
Motion and second for adoption. Comments from audience? Comments from council? Mr. Sackenheim, could you explain for TV land out there, the people on the internet, the benefit of this? Because this is the renewal of, if I remember right, what they voted on, correct?
Yes, Mayor, that is correct. This would authorize the city manager to enter into a new agreement with an electricity supplier, similar to what we did after the aggregation vote was passed by the community. The goal of the program, as authorized by council and as explained to the voters, is to try to stabilize electric rates and provide cost savings to primarily residential Duke Energy customers in the city of Fairfield. Unfortunately, the prices of electricity are increasing significantly. Our current rate, I just looked, is 6.17 cents per kilowatt hour. That is good through the current term through May. The new not to exceed number is not to exceed 9.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So the costs are certainly going up, but as Councilmember Myers had mentioned, this is not unique at all to the city of Fairfield. This is not unique at all to an aggregation program. This is what all electric customers in the region are experiencing. Our hope is that by combining the buying power of 14,000 homes, we'll be able to secure a cost-effective rate for the folks who decide to participate in this program.
And they have now, between now, February 25th and, what was it? April something, it's in here, isn't it? May 30th to sign up for that.
Well, that is for the city manager to execute an agreement.
Oh.
That's what that is. So again, given energy market fluctuations and volatility,
Yep.
it's,
Right
we're
now.
going to give ourselves a little bit of time between now and end of May to figure out the best time, hopefully, to lock in the most cost-effective rate. And then if there are more technical questions, Rich Serace from Energy Alliances, our energy advisor, is here also.
So the sign-up time period for the residents is when, if they didn't already?
That wouldn't be determined until a
After.
rate was selected and approved.
Okay.
Has Duke stated what their rates are gonna be yet? I know that was one of the unknowns that we were waiting for.
No, we won't know until mid-April, their final rate. Is that correct, Rich?
Okay. Good. This is good stuff for the people out there that email me or ask me questions. It's way above my pay grade, so cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. We have comments from council. Comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Adoption. Approved. Yeah, we did. Yep. All right, Public Works, Mr. Timmer.
We have one ordinance tonight for Public Works. The ordinance is to authorize the city manager to enter into a contract with Barrett Paving for the 2025 street resurfacing. This project, along with other capital projects, brings the 2025 paving total to 23.9 lane miles and meets City Council's annual goal for the street sustainability program. Public Works advertised this project and bids were opened on February 10th. 3 bids were received, with Barrett Paving being determined as the lowest and best bidder. Thank you.
All righty. I'm sorry, just scrolled down. Councilmember Pennington.
Thank you, Mayor. I have an ordinance to authorize the city manager to enter into a contract with Barrett Paving Materials Incorporated for the 2025 asphalt resurfacing project. I'd like to make the motion to suspend the second and third readings.
Second.
Motion second for rule suspension. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion second for adoption. Comments from audience? Comments from council? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right. Finance and Budget Council, member, I'm sorry, Mr. Timmer.
We have 3 ordinances tonight for finance and budget. The first ordinance is to establish salaries and hourly rates for certain employees of the city. This ordinance specifically addresses bargaining unit employees in the International Union of Operating Engineers and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees Labor Unions. The second and third ordinances are for appropriations. The contractual appropriations total $2,510,000 and include 2 projects from Public Utilities and Public Works. The non-contractual appropriations total $61,500 and include 3 projects in the Public Utilities Department. Thank you.
All right. Finance and Budget, Councilmember Myers.
Thank you. The first item is an ordinance to establish salaries and hourly rates for certain salaried and hourly employees in the city of Fairfield, Ohio, and authorize the limit, the number and types of certain employees to repeal ordinance number 3-25 and all amendments thereto and declaring an emergency. Motion to suspend the second and third readings, please.
Motion second for rule suspension. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion second for adoption. Comments from audience? Comments from council? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thanks. Second is an ordinance to amend ordinance number 158-24 entitled Ordinance to Make Estimated Appropriations and Expenses and Other Expenditures of the City of Fairfield, Ohio during a period beginning January 1st, 2025, ending December 31st, 2025. These are contractual appropriations of $2.4 million total. And it, as the city manager noted, it's a variety of street paving as well as sanitary sewer lighting. This time, I'd like to make a motion to suspend second and third readings, please.
Motion second for rule suspension. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion second for adoption. Comments from audience? Comments from council? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thanks. The third and last item is an ordinance to amend ordinance number 158-24 entitled An Ordinance to Make Estimated Appropriations for the Expenses and other expenditures of the city of Fairfield, Ohio during a period beginning January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025. These are non-contractual appropriations as stated by the city manager. I'd like to make a motion to suspend second, third readings.
Motion second for rule suspension. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion second for adoption. Comments from audience? Comments from council? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That's all I have.
All right, Madam Clerk, could you read the meeting schedule, please?
Monday, March 10th, council manager briefing 6 PM, regular meeting 7 PM. Monday, March 24th, council manager briefing 6 PM, regular meeting 7 PM. Monday, April 14th, council manager briefing 6 PM, regular meeting 7 PM.
All right, we'll excuse to executive session.